Okay, I lost my stream, guys. Hello? Okay. I don't have anybody to monitor. I can't see what happens. So I'll just wait for everybody to come back. I'm going to continue working. By the way, my name is Tiffany. This is my quilting life. Subscribe, like, share. This is part 2 of what I was just doing, making a customer bag, but I got kicked off, so I'll try to combine the videos later. Unfortunately, I cannot see the stream screen if the chat still works. The chat might still work and the stream will be dead, and I didn't know it. So. Hi Diane, I don't know. Like I said, the chat will still work sometimes and then the stream will die, but the chat's still going, and I lost the chat on everything, so I don't know what happened. It kicked it off. It was there, but nothing was happening, nothing was working. The video said it was ended and it was already starting to process. So I don't know what exactly happened there. So I'm just pressing my pieces real quick while I wait for everybody to refine the video. Sorry about that. So I'm just pressing. Again, I'll just combine the 2 videos later or something, you know, because I could probably do that from the computer. So I'm just pressing my straps real quick before I cut all the interfacing. These are the front handle straps that I'm working on, and I'll do the crossbody in a second. Just doing all the pressing first. Alright, that's ready for interfacing. Just letting everybody come back on. Hi Angie. Hi Diane. Hi Kathy. Hi Heather. Vicky. Kim. Glad to see you guys all back. I love your videos, especially the ones on your long arm. I have the same machine. I got it recently, and I watch your video when I load my quilt. Thank you for that. Oh, you're welcome. I have to get a new mount for my long arm so that I can keep making long arm videos. My mount broke again, so I need a different way of mounting camera to the long arm, or else you guys will be getting side views, because that's all I can do right now out there. Alright, it's a lot of pressing here, and I got behind because of the whole video problem, but I'm here. I'm here. I'm going to cut some interfacing as soon as I'm done pressing all this. That way they're a little bit more thicker, but I want to press all of it first. So here will be the crossbody strap. I'm going to press the seam open on it. Hold my ends in. And I also decided, and I don't know if you guys heard me while the video was doing its whatever problem it just had, I decided I'm going to put rivets on all this stuff, so that way it looks really, really, really nice and clean. I'm going to be out of the camera for a second while I fold this. I'll be cutting the interfacing in just a second. I just want to press everything first. This is the crossbody strap part that I'm pressing now. Welcome back, Emily. We're on the long arm. Do you mount the camera? It was off the side of the long arm. It came off the 2 mount things that I have on the side, and then a pole came off, and then the camera hooked to that facing down at the needle. But that doesn't work. And every time I mount from the front of the long arm on the handles, all you guys get is shaking. Continuous shaking. and it's also impedes on my vision when I'm trying to show you what I'm doing while I'm doing it. So I want to use the side part again because I can't put it directly under the long arm because there's not enough space. You know what I mean? There's not enough room for a phone, only a GoPro or something. But I can't do live streaming from my little fake GoPro thing. It has Wi-Fi capabilities, but it does not live stream. So I tried a bicycle mount and everything, but none of it really sits nicely. So yeah, I don't know. I have to figure it out again. Back to my brainstorming on how I will record video from the long arm. Besides just putting you guys on a tripod and, you know, watching me from the side and not following along. I like the follow along videos, so following along helps you guys, I think. So that's why I need a different mount. Alright, almost done pressing this. I'll add the interfacing. Oy, gotta press that on too. My goodness. All this extra work today. That's okay. It's gonna be super cute. It's the quilted bag without the quilt. Because it looks quilted and it's really not. It's just the look of the fabrics. Alright. Let's cut some interfacing. One, 2. Hi, Aunt B. Refreshing. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Alright, I'm just going to cut 2-inch strips off of my interfacing, just quite a few of them, and I'll just glue them all on. And then I gotta put my walking foot on the machine because I like the straps to be done with the walking foot. Alright, let's do 2 more. That should be plenty, hopefully. And 1 more. Let's see. If not, I'll leave it right here. Alright, so I'm just going to be putting this inside of the thing with the glue facing down. Just going to butt them up to each other. Butt it up, butt it up. Butt it up. All the way down. 1 more. Alright, let's cut the end off of this. There's my scissors right there. And cut it right there. So I need to cut 1 more strip after this. Okay, that's not going to work. Okay, I'm not in the screen, so give me a few minutes to put this stuff on here. And then I'll be back in the screen again. I just gotta hold all this just right while I put it on without burning myself. The hardest part is to not burn myself because I tend to do that quite easily. Okay, come on. So I'm just putting my iron down on it for a second so that it heats it up just a little bit, enough to stay down on the fabric so I can fold this along the whole rest of the way. Okay. Now I'm going to fold it in. Press it the rest of it. Come on. I wish I was able to move it. You guys can see the hassle that I'm having right now. Now we'll fold it in half and bring it over there so. Alright, so this is a nice thick strap now. It needs to be sewn. I need to cut one and two more of these real quick. Two more 2-inch strips. Actually, let's cut one and then look at my straps for a smaller piece. Right here, 1, 2. Let's make sure this is enough. Should be. Okay, I'm going to do the front straps now. Let's put this in here. This little interfacing in here. Just going to heat it on just for 2 seconds. And the second little piece. Ooh, look at that. It was perfect size too. Wow. Great. No waste. Pressing it back in half. I cannot see the comments because I moved the thing, but it looks like the screen is still going, so that means I haven't lost a video again. I really don't know what happened there. Alright, so these would be some really pretty thick straps too. So I have to over there, down there, put the second one on, and then start some more sewing, and then get this bag together because it's beyond past my lunchtime and everything. There we go. Let's be done soon. Very soon. Yeah. Alright. I'm going to switch to my walking foot. Hello everybody and welcome back who just came in. I literally do not know what happened there. And if you're watching this on the replay, this will be somehow later. I'll try to attempt to attach both the videos together. There it is. Because I don't know why it ended like it did. So. Alright, so I'm going to put my walking foot on real quick because that really, really helps with the strap. Putting the strap together. Keeping it from bowing because I don't want it to bow. This is for a client. If it wasn't for a specific client or I was just making the bag for myself, I wouldn't care about all this extra fanciness that I'm doing, but alright. I still have to make the zipper tabs, which I haven't even done that part yet, but let's get this stuff done first. Alright, so now I'm just going to sew all the way around this with the 1/8 of an inch seam. going to make this go quick because that's what I usually do. Stitch. There. Yes, I do sew that fast. For those that have never watched how I do this kind of stuff, I definitely put the pedal to the metal when I'm sewing these things because I hold it with my fingers just right and it stays where I want it. Two straps. Now let me do the, so they're sewn. I sewed down each side and around the top and bottom. Now I'm going to do this big huge long one.
It just takes a lot of levels.
So now I'm going to do this big long piece. I'm not pinning or putting clips on anything. I just hold it with my fingers and it should normally stay really nice. Alright, I just got to refold this little seam in here so that everything lays flush. I usually do that while I'm at the machine. So this is the crossbody strap now that I'm closing up. It's not staying on my lap the way I want it. This end is folded in nicely before I shoot down it real quick. Make sure everything is flush, and now it is. And to be able to sew that fast, you have to line your fingers up just right. For those of you who are like, how do you sew 1/8 of an inch all the way down that fast? Well, it's because I line my fingers up. One finger, my first finger goes on one side of the machine, and my middle finger and the rest of my fingers sit on the other. And then I use, because it's just a long strap, I use my other hand to just guide it on the way. Be able to show you right now why and how it stays so nice all the way. I'm actually going to come up to the camera so that you guys can see. Let's see. Let's find an area where you can see the stitching. So even though I stitched that fast, it goes all the way. You can see it's continuously an equal, nice, pretty stitch on both sides all the way down. Even though I sewed that darn fast. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is grab my bag. We're going to put these straps on. So I'm going to come from the top and go under like this, and we're just going to come 1 inch because I'm just going to sew it on directly, and then I'm going to put in it. So I'm going to make sure I measure 1 inch, and that's exactly 1 inch. Before I do anything, I'm just going to hook this on here, and then I'm only going to stitch across the bottom of it to hook it, and then I will put a rivet in it to hold the rest down because I think that will look really nice. I'm just going to keep the walking foot on for this part. So I went back and forth a few times. So that stitching is on the underside. So when I go and put this side on here, I want that whole top straight, and then just twist it like this, and I'm going to go underneath like that and then lift it up 1 inch. So I'm just going to use the ruler 1 inch from that D-ring, and then I'm going to leave it right here. I'm going to slide it under and sew this side. And then all these threads I will snip off in a little bit. For now, let me just get these attached, and actually let's just snip them off now before my brain does anything else. And then I'll add the rivets so that it'll look really, really clean and professional. Wait, what? Not professional? Really? There's no such thing as not professional for me. I do everything that I try to sell, I do as professional as I can. So this one, to make it even easier, I just can stick it like this and go like that. Come down 1 inch. Perfect. Put a clip, hold that in place. Do the same thing on this side. Come 1 inch. Measure it from the end of the D-ring, not from, I'm doing it from the end of the D-ring, not from the top. 1 inch. Put a clip. And then sew these ones on, and then we'll put the little rivets. And yes, I did sew back and forth like 5 times. I want it to be held really, really nicely, but I also want it to be clean and look professional. Alright. I'm gonna rivet it, then I will that way my hook, the thing is on the underside. So alright, so let's do some little tiny rivets again. So I need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 4 of these little tiny dinky things again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I need 4 tiny end hooks. And I'm going to make sure that I tell you guys in advance when I'm going to hammer, if you need to turn your speakers down. So it does get loud, but I'm going to put them all in first, and then I will hammer them all. Oops. Got to have this part too. And now we need this. We're just going to put it right in the center. Right in the center, looks great. This looks so good. Like, seriously, I am impressed with myself right now. Very impressed with myself right now. So much easier to put the hole in the cotton fabric than it was to do the vinyl on my other bag. Alright, now for some hammering. So if you want, at this very moment, you should turn your speakers down. 7 hits was it the last time, so let's do 7 hits this time. So turn your speakers down if you need. Perfect. I'm just going to do all 4 real quick, so that way that's the last of these ones. This one needs one more hit. Okay, one. Now let's do this one. Can't believe I went all out and made it look really cute. Perfect, 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 perfect. All right, I still have another thing to rivet, and that will be the crossbody strap. But for now, I'm gonna move that out of the way so I can show you. So look at these. Doesn't that look so adorable now? Got a rivet here, got it on a hook, hang nicer, and then it's got the rivet there. Oh, so much more professional looking. So there's that one, you can see. I'm loving it. I want to keep it for myself. All right, let's put the crossbody strap together. Last time on my crossbody strap, I made a brain boo-boo. So we're going to start with one side. And I'm going to start with the slippy thing. Okay, this little slider. I'm going to put one end in like this. Out the other side of that slider. And I'm going to cover that slider so that it's hooked like this in the middle. And hold on, I gotta turn the slider around. I gotta make sure that the ugly side is the side that is on the bottom. And then just because I'm going to be doing the rivet, I'm just gonna come down an inch. Notice everything is an inch today. It's a better number. All right, just a little bit more. An inch from the end of that snap. That's perfect. And I'm going to do 2 cross lines. I'm going to cross line right here, and I'm going to do a cross line right here, and then we'll put a rivet or 2 in the middle. So I'm literally going to come up as close as I can to this without hitting it. I gotta go slow because I have to hold this piece down.
Maybe that more?
Yeah, if you could. I lost my video and didn't even know it earlier.
I heard you out there. Saying. They only had 28 people watching. You had more earlier than that.
Okay, so that piece is now on. So it's literally like, you can see it slides back and forth on here. I'm going to go ahead and add the rivet at this point but I'm not going to hammer anything down right yet.
Hi everyone.
So first, I'm just going to add the rivet. So we need 3, because we need 2. That's it, just 2.
They say they're very impressed with you, Tiff. So Lisa says.
Thank you. Oops, need the other parts. Yeah, I need a finisher and a start. All right, so now I'm just going to put my hole right in the center. Put the little piece in. Actually, I better hammer it now, because if I don't, I'm going to forget that I even did that. So plug your ears for 2 seconds, guys. Here comes some hammering.
Oh, come on, that's the fun part.
Oh, so perfect. Perfect, perfect. All right, now we're
Hello
going
again,
to take
everyone. I'm back.
and find an end. And I have this facing up. So the little lip that I just made is facing up. And I'm going to straighten this all the way coming to here. We're going to put this in facing up. Like that. Slide it over. So again, the part that I just sewed, the seam is on the underside, but I have it facing up. And then I straightened it all out. I put my lobster claw in on one side, holding it up, came in and over. I know I'm backwards than I normally am. Now I'm just going to slide it up through this hole, like this, over and through the other side, like that. We're gonna slide it till it's nice and straight. So my thing should look like this at this point. And then I'm gonna grab this one up. That's the lobster claw is facing up, and then I'm gonna fold this down about an inch. And now I'm gonna sew that. So it's on the underside like that. So that's all I needed to do. Quick and easy. This time I actually went through the slider like I was supposed to. Instead of skipping it. All right.
Doing good, honey.
I'm just going to sew this now.
Hi, everyone.
Again, I'm really close to my hook. Sewing back and forth a few times just so that it looks nice and holds really well. But I'm also going to add the rivet. Because I think it looks so clean and professional, and adds a little bit more support. All right, so now let's poke a hole and put a rivet in the center of this one. So easy. Thought this was going to be hard on me, but definitely is not. Okay, here we go. I'm going to make some pounding sounds, and you guys are going to listen or not. Perfect. All right, I am actually done now with riveting, so you guys don't have to listen to the hammer no more. I do need to switch my foot out because now it is time.
You have fun riveting now.
So here's a little pretty rivet in this one. And then you can see the rivet on the back side holding that part of the strap. So you can see it's right there. So it's under, obviously hiding in the seam, which is within. And my strap slides so it can be super long. So that's done. Everything is done. I just need to switch the foot out on my machine real quick so that I can have more sewing whatever. Oh, and I still need to make my zipper tabs, which are right here in front of me, so that I can do that. Because I'm done with that piece.
Polly says, so many gizmos and gadgets.
Yeah. It's one thing I don't like about the Juki that I like about the Brother and N.A. Genome and Ken Moore and Singer is the snap-on feet. This does not come with snap-on feet. So that's one thing I do like about my other machine is that I can just pop the little pin on the back side and the foot falls off and put the other foot on. This one you have to unscrew everything. And
Oh, but you're good at it.
for the walking foot itself on this, you have to take the whole screw out. Alright, my iron probably went out again. Yes, it did. I'm just going to fold these in half, create a crease. My wonderful zipper tabs. Let's grab the last zipper tape. Make sure it has a zipper on it. It does. I'm going to sew this end together real quick. That way that don't come apart. This is exactly the length of my bag because it's a 15-inch zipper. So I just need to put a tab on each end, and I am going to, oh, that was kind of big. I only need it to be 1.5 inches wide. Rotary cutter. Inch and a half wide. Why do you ask? Because I'm going to be sewing the tabs onto the end. Alright. I'm going to fold them out and then slide it into the zipper. Right sides together and just sewing along these two sides, creating a little pocket that I'm going to slide the zipper into. I'm going to trim off my little corners so that my zipper will fit in here nicely. I don't care if the ends are open because that's going to be the outer side and that will go into the seam of the bag. But for flipping purposes, I'm trimming off all these little corners right up to the stitching. I'm just going to flip it because it's just a little tiny pocket. Slide it over the zipper and sew it on. That's simple.
You making a baby pocket?
I'm making a finger, what is it called?
Finger pocket.
No. There's a word that I was looking for.
Finger puppet?
Not a finger puppet, a finger,
Thimble?
No.
Did you show them all you found your purple thing?
Yes. I'm trying to think of the word now. Because now I can't think of it. I was going to be silly about it. A finger sock.
Okay.
Instead of toe socks. You know, they have
Yes.
toe socks with the...
I know what you mean, a finger sock. Yes,
This
I do.
is my finger sock. I don't know
You
why
are
the word would not come out. So now I'm just going to slide this little pocket thing. I'll put the zipper inside of it. Should fit perfectly because it's a 1-inch zipper and I made the piece an inch and a half and sewed 1/4-inch seam on each side, creating this little pocket. Oh, it was supposed to be folded under. What am I talking about? I'm a retard. Just for the moment. Come on, both down. There we go. Let's press that real quick. So small. I forgot all about that because I have to make it come on from the inside. That's what I get when I don't make a bag in like, what, 4 weeks?
Yeah.
Something like that. Not except for my other bag.
Been a while.
Okay. Now I can do this. Didn't iron down very well. Looks like it caught the lip of the corner. So, did anybody ever figure out what they're doing for Thanksgiving this year? I know so many people can't visit with their families, but I asked in my last video.
Yeah, you asked on Sunday.
I asked on Sunday, but plans change. So, you never know. We still have no plans. I'm thinking about cooking something, but I don't know what.
Well, Mom wants to bring food down. She wants to make ham since you like ham and bring it down.
Okay, well, I'd rather make my own.
Okay, well, she already has a plan, so.
Alright, I'm going to sew this on now. On this side, and then I'll sew another one on the other side. I'm just going to do one side at a time for now. And I'm going to do that double stitch like I usually do on everything else. So I'm sewing an 1/8 of an inch from the edge, and then I'm sewing a second 1/8 of an inch from the
Diane's going to be baking with her dad at the folks' house since her oven is broken.
That was my toe. I just ran over my own toe, guys. Alright, so we're going to put this one on this side.
Kim's going to sew for Thanksgiving because her kids are going to be with their in-laws.
Okay, I'm going to cut out just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, I'm making this as even as I possibly can. Right there.
There you go. You ought to do like a Thanksgiving sew-a-thon.
Sew all day Thanksgiving?
Not all day. No, just, I don't know.
What am I a-thoning though?
You know what I meant. It's just a word. Thanksgiving, whatever. You know, they have the Thanksgiving Day Parade. They have football games for Thanksgiving. Tiff should do a Thanksgiving sew something.
Alright, so remember I came to the conclusion that my zipper, okay, hold on, this is the front of the bag, right?
Diane has no plans because her oven won't.
If this is the front of the bag, I want
She's
to
gonna
make
do
sure
something
by
simple.
doing this, putting the zipper on the side that I want it to zip from. The front of the bag goes here. So I'm going to put my zipper face down. And here's the time where I need all my wonderful pins. We're going to close my friction pin before it dries out. I'm going to move all this stuff out of my way. And I'm going to clip my zipper, is the same exact size, onto here. I didn't forget anything else, right? I did everything. Strap's already done. Everything's done. Alright, so I'm going to clip my zipper on here with the zipper facing the correct direction. It's the same side as my other zipper. So it's pinned on, right? Then I'm going to take my lining that has the slip pocket. Because remember, I don't want my front pocket and a inner pocket on the same side. So I'm going to take the side that has the slip pocket and I'm going to put that right side down on top of here. And you know what I did not do? I forgot to trim down my sides of the bag. But that's okay. I will not care about that for a minute. Because that way I don't have to trim away a seam allowance. I'm going to make this work. To my advantage. Alright, so I'm going to put this on with the clips. I'm just removing the clip and then re-adding the clip. Come on, get on there. And now I'm going to stitch across this with a 1/4 inch-ish seam. It's probably going to be a little bit bigger than, or a little bit smaller than a 1/4 of an inch because it's definitely sewing onto the zipper tape. So I'll start with the back stitch. I'm also going to feel for that zipper as I go.
Well, Jim's going to stay home with the family, just the 4 of them, doing Thanksgiving. Kathy's Quilts, her and her daughter are going to make Thanksgiving together. And Bonnie canceled it because her husband has cardiovascular disease and the kids are worried about getting him sick. So
now I'm going to move my zipper tab out of the way. I'm not liking the way this zipper is sewing on here. Definitely am not using these as top zippers no more. Because this is not the way I want it. Right at the end. Guess what I run out of? Out of bobbin. I gotta roll a bobbin, guys, because I don't have a second one of this color rolled.
Oh, well, they all know those issues, I'm sure.
Yep, and I
don't
also
think they'll blame you.
I'm going to, I'm definitely going to go over this seam again because it does not connect to this zipper correctly. I'm going to change out to the zipper foot.
Becky's cooking a 12-pound turkey for just the 2 of them. Lisa says, I got a turkey. One son has to be MIA and hoping the other and his family can be here.
I'm putting my zipper foot on. Usually I wouldn't do this, but...
Kim says you played bobbin chicken and lost.
Yep, I did.
That's a good one. I like that.
I figured one whole bobbin would do this whole thing, but...
Apparently not.
Apparently not. I do have a lot of extra things that I sewed with this bag that I haven't with other bags, so that's probably why. I'm going to re-go over this whole entire zipper area because it doesn't sit like I want it to. So now I'm just going to use a zipper foot. Oh, it would be nice if I had this threaded.
Yeah.
I'm a retard. Whee!
It's okay, hon.
I'm having issues.
Take
The whole
your
video
time.
dies and then I go crazy. Yeah.
Take your time.
I'm almost done, so that's all that matters. I'm literally almost done. Sorry for all the craziness so far today, guys.
Oh, Holly's in the UK. They don't have Thanksgiving. For us, it's next Thursday, right, honey? Guess when it is.
I don't know which day it is.
It's next Thursday, I believe.
I don't know. Whatever he says. Alright, here we go. Zipper foot time. Ah, much better.
Jim says he used 3 bobbins sewing scrap blocks. Yep, there it is. It's the 26th. Whatever day that is. I think it's next Thursday.
So much better, so much better.
It's always the 4th Thursday in November.
So sometimes you just need the zipper foot. So I'm going to fold this back, and I think on these, I want to top stitch both pieces. Normally I don't do that, but I'm going to, but I'm not going to top stitch all the way to the edge of the lining, but I do want the lining to stay down since this is an inset zipper. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna 1/8 of an inch stitch this down, but I'm not gonna come all the way from the complete end. I should press this. That would probably make it better. Add some seam. There we go. So I'm going to start about 1/4 inch in-ish. You guys like when I say ish? 1/4 inch-ish? Alright, I'm just going to leave the zipper foot on.
I think it's funny.
And come from right here. And I'm going to back stitch too. Oh yes, I'm going to do all sorts of things if I had thread. One thing about the zipper foot being attached is the thread comes undone all the time because there's no foot to tie it under. It never stays. And I have issues threading. Let's try that again. Hold the thread. Start right there. Everything's nice and flat, and it is. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Normally I don't top stitch with the under fabric, but this time I am, so it's kind of rare for me. Stays down nicely. Cut all the excess thread off. Alright, now flip up the other side. Alright, here we go. So now this other side, I'm also going to make sure that all this stuff is under like it's supposed to be. Ooh, you know what I never cut away? I'm gonna cut this away real quick. All this excess, even though I'm not on that part yet, but I'm going to cut it away now. Okay, right sides together. I'm going to start clipping this now, and then I'll and then we'll put this on. Right side out. This is the side that has the slip pocket. I'm just removing my clips and then reclipping. And then I'm going to stitch. I'm also going to fill for my zipper. For some reason something looks off to me, but it's not. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, here we go. Right there. Alright. It's not staying. It's not listening to me. Alright, here we go. So again, I'm just feeling for the zipper, using the zipper foot. I don't know where the tab is. It's somewhere in here. Haven't felt it yet. Oh, it's going to be here at the end. Lift my foot. I'm going to slide my zipper out of the way. Come on. It's not going. There we go. Now it's out of the way. That took a minute. I'm going to do the same thing as last time, except I'm going to unstitch it all because I just did something wrong.
What'd you do? Show us. That way they know.
Oh, I stitched it on with the seam allowance facing the wrong direction. It's got to come undone.
They need to know. They're learning and watching. So when you make mistakes, you have to teach them, honey.
Yeah, well,
Because they're going to make mistakes too. Everybody makes mistakes.
can't believe I just did that.
What was the mistake? I don't understand. What's wrong?
When I go to close the bag, these may be right side together, but look where the seam is.
Oh, okay.
See?
I see what you
I
did.
sewed it on wrong.
I see.
Not really.
I see.
I don't know why.
It's okay. The hen says, oh no, time to get froggy.
Oh, that's gonna suck. I'm trying to rip it from the zipper. Ugh.
It's okay, you can do it. We have faith.
Come on.
You need a bottle of water or anything?
I have water.
Okay, I'm gonna get a drink of water while you're doing it. I'll be back.
Okay. You guys get to watch me get frustrated now. Because I don't know what I was doing just now. Somebody should have stopped me. Normally, this seam ripper will slide the whole way across to undo this, but because it's running along zipper tape, it's definitely getting stuck on the nylon zipper stuff. Oh, there goes, there goes. Quickly snip it.
Jim says run, here comes Jack.
Alright. Don't ask me what I was doing because I have no idea. I just had a brain fart, maybe?
It's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone has mess ups. Kim says, you never apologize for crazier sewing delays. We all understand.
Yeah.
It happens.
Now I need to put my brain together. Now that I just did this wrong, I'm thinking that I did something wrong, and now I need to figure out what the heck I was thinking because I gotta set it the correct direction now. That whole back stitching thing really screws with things right here. Come on, there we go. This should come right off. Rip away all this thread. Gotta pull the thread away from all this area. Now, let's do it the correct direction. This goes down on top of that. Go on.
Take your time. Don't worry. Make sure you got it right. Do your
All
thing.
right. These are right sides together. This time. The front piece and the back piece. And then I'm going to clip it. And then I will add on top of this the lining. What was I doing the last time? I have no idea. And if this is wrong, then I definitely need to take a nap or something.
I'm ready for a nap.
Okay. Now, let's do this the correct way. I think I would know every single time because I've made enough bags, but for some strange reason, we all do it. We have those days and we just sew it the wrong way. Now I have to pay attention to where the zipper is this time. Oh, and it's on this side. So let's undo it a little bit before I come up close to it. And I'll put it back where it goes. All right, here we go again. I'm gonna try to stitch on the same. There we go. On those same stitch lines. That way I don't have like a bunch of holes for no reason. Where it goes now. Come on, come on. There we go. How many people get really, really frustrated when you do something wrong and then you just want to give up? And how many people rip it out and put it back together again? I want to know. I rip it out and put it back together. But there are days when I get pissed off and I just walk away. Because I didn't want to, you know, deal with the mess up that I have just created. Today is one of those days that I'm good enough to keep going.
I would be the type of person that would walk away, but I would come back later and fix it. I would have to walk away and take a break for the time being, though, because I'd screw it up even more.
All right, see, me. The seams are supposed to be under.
Ah,
the zipper.
That looks better. I understand.
That was the most weirdest me making a weird mistake. All right, I'm gonna press it real quick so that it's folded back.
Superman gives you a high five.
Now
Kim
I'm
says
going
I rip out most of the time, but have been known to put it down and walk away for a while.
Now I'm going to top stitch again. I'm not going to start exactly at the end because I want my seam allowance to hook together when I go to stitch that. But I am stitching the top and bottom, which I don't normally do at this point, but I am. And I'm going to stick with the zipper foot on here.
Emily says she does it about half and half. Half one way, half the other.
Like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are days, especially when I'm long arm quilting, those are the days that I do get frustrated and I have to walk away. Long arm quilting, I get all beside myself because I did it really perfect on one side and then I try to equal it on the other and I'm like, that's it, I'm done. And I come inside.
You take a break, you calm yourself, you gather your
thoughts.
Do it again. What it's all about.
And stop right there. Okay. Ta-da! Now to sew it together. So I'm going to go ahead and pin this whole thing together. And see, since I left the end open, this side did not stay open, but whatever. I'm going to fold this down. Everything should line right up and match right up. And I always fold my zipper tab towards the lining, down in towards the lining for that part of the sewing. And I just clip that, come over to the other side. I'm going to make sure that my side clamp is facing in also, and I don't want to hit that D-ring, so it's a good thing I put the rivet in there because it's holding that D-ring at the edge, on the outer edge where it's supposed to be held. Alright, so now I'm just going to clip all the way around this whole entire thing
Emma or Kathy has to go, but she says, "Have a great day, and your bag looks great."
Okay, yeah. Thank you for hanging out. Obviously, this went a lot longer than I had thought because of, well, just because it did. I thought I was going to be quick today.
Yeah, didn't you start at 11:30?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What time is it?
It's after 3.
Is it really?
Yes.
Holy moly. I do need to eat. Alright, I'm going to leave an opening here at the bottom.
Lisa says that she usually walks away, but sooner or later returns. Damn it.
That's funny. Alright, so I'm just pinning the lining now.
Is the time right on the tablet?
I don't know.
Oh.
Honestly, it probably isn't. It's probably at California time.
Oh.
Because of
Maybe
the...
it's not after.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Alright, now I'm going to make sure... There was almost another mess up. I'm going to make sure that my zipper is open. Where's the darn thing at? Let's make sure this zipper is open before I sew. I did that on 2 bags ago. I forgot to open the zipper. And I literally struggled with a pair of needle nose pliers trying to undo it from the back side of the zipper. Because I totally fell
It's
out.
off by 10 minutes. So it's not after 3 yet, but it's almost 3.
Alright, so now I'm going back to my other foot because this zipper foot sucks when it comes to sewing all the way around the whole bag. Swapping feet over and over. I'll put it all away later. I gotta take the Juki out anyway for a bath because this thing is filthy. I'm not gonna do it today though, but I'll do it another day. And if you guys want, I can make a new, more updated video of how I clean my Juki, because some of you don't know how I do that because you've
You've done a couple
never
videos
seen
on that. You
the
should
video.
do
It's
another
a
one.
long time ago video.
I thought you did 2 of them. Did you only ever do 1?
All right, here we go. I'm gonna sew all the way around with a pretty thick seam. I'm also sewing over the D-rings that are coming out of the side, not the D-ring itself, but the, you know what I'm talking about.
The clips?
The side pieces that go to the crossbody strap. It's happening. It's about time. This Tiffy's gone crazy now.
She's a wild one.
I'm going to reach in here real quick and make sure that... Okay, it didn't. They're up and out of the way. Okay, now this side. And here we come up onto the lining. And I'm going to pass the thing and then I'm going to stitch over like 2 stitches so that the lining sits in here nicely.
It's a good one. Kim says her machines are named Thelma and Louise. Draw your own conclusions.
So I'm sewing like 5/8 of a seam. I never named my machine. What are your guys' machine names? I never named mine. I just call it the Juki. The Juki.
Diane was talking to Lisa here because Lisa said hers is damaged. She said she should name hers oh shit. And then Lisa says our machines should be friends.
Okay. Oops, I did it wrong again. Let's leave. Let's not leave it.
I did it again.
Yeah, don't sing, please. Do not sing.
It's a joke.
I know.
I was trying to joke with you to make you laugh, to calm you down.
I forgot to leave my opening at the bottom because I'm so excited to just get this done that I need a way to turn the bag, right?
If you want, you can take a break and come back later.
No, I'm finishing it now.
Okay.
There's no way I'm coming back later after being right here at the end. Okay. I just need to...
Emily doesn't have a name. She doesn't name her car either. We don't name our car either.
The Nissan.
Yeah.
Are we going to take the Nissan?
Just say your car, my car.
Or my car, your car, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we call them. Her car, mine. Geo. Yeah, there you go.
Alright, and then I'm gonna come right up here close and then turn my stitches sideways. Okay. Now I need to box my corners before yeah, I'm gonna box the corners, then trim away all this excess. No, I'm gonna trim away excess seam allowance now because I think it'll be better. So I'm gonna trim away huge amounts of excess seam allowance on the whole entire bag. I could probably do this from a sitting position, but you know that feeling when you get tired and if you don't stand up and move around, then you get more tired? That's where I'm at.
Hello, Delilah.
Hi. Welcome everybody who's coming in. I'm going crazy trying to finish this bag today because it's a customer order or client order. I always say customer, but in reality they're my clients. So, but I always say customer.
Heather says, my last car named Dusty, and my new, to me, minivan is named Midnight. I could see Dusty. That'd be
I
the name
could see
for my
Dusty
car.
for Scott's car. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Scott's car is disgusting.
Well,
Ugh.
we do need to wash the windshield. I'll agree with
All
you
right.
there.
Let's box some corners now. All right.
No, Lisa, why do cows have hooves?
Because they lactose.
I know, you said that the other night. You're ruining the joke for her.
I know.
Tiff told me that one the other night, so actually I did hear it. I just wanted to let you go with it.
Sorry, I'm going to box all the corners real quick, but I'm setting them all up now with some clips. That way I can just go from box to box to box. Corner to corner.
She says sometimes I crack myself up.
So do I, and I don't even have funny jokes. I just make myself laugh with stupid stuff that I say. Like, oh, that really did sound funny. And then I don't remember it 10 minutes later. All right, here we go. Let's do these sides. All right, there's one side. There's the other.
Suburban has one. How do you keep a skunk from smelling? I don't know. Do you know,
I
Tiff?
don't know.
I don't know that one. That one I've never heard.
Give it up. I give up. I give up. How do you keep a skunk from smelling? I don't know.
I'm sure she'll give us the answer in a second. Just wait. It hasn't popped up yet. Hold its nose.
Hold its nose.
Yeah, how do you keep a skunk from smelling? Hold its nose. You get
Yes.
it?
I forgot to trim away the seam allowance right here.
It works. I thought it was funny. Diane says she calls her old Suburban the truck. And Delilah wants to know what you're making. So tell us all what you're making again.
I am making a customer order of a Tiffy bag, the size 2 bag, except this one got all the fancy bells and whistles. Literally put everything that I have not put on any other bag that I've made into this bag. This bag has everything from D-rings to slide this and what did I already say? Oh, and rivets.
What's a lobster claw?
This.
Oh, okay. That
Lobster
is?
claws.
Okay. Is that...
Little.
I like that. That's a good
hooks.
name. That's a good job. It works.
Alright, so I'm boxing now the lining pieces. Hoping that I did not forget anything this time around. I did undo the zipper. Because if I hadn't, I will have a big issue, but alright, let's finish this. Because the only thing I have left to do after sewing these is birth the bag, and then that's it. And sew the opening closed at the bottom. Oh, come on, just stay. Nice and flat. Thank you very much.
Well, we're all having fun. We're telling jokes, so it's good, honey. Take your time.
Just want it to stay straight.
Do I need to help hold something? I can help hold it.
No,
I'm
I don't
here.
need help.
Okay.
I'm good.
They all know you never let me help you.
Alright, other side. We're doing it. Getting it done. I just make sure that everything's nice and straight before I sew. Because if not, then I won't have a continuous seam allowance at 5/8. I want it to be super duper straight. Alright. Let's trim away the excess seam allowance on these lining pieces, and then I'm going to go ahead and turn the bag. And I should have everything completed. Besides sewing the hole closed. I sewed a 5/8 seam allowance on the lining and a 1/2 inch seam allowance-ish. Like between, what's a 3/8 seam allowance on the outer side. That way it sits in there really nicely. For those of you that are curious, because, or else it'll sit kind of weird. I think it does. The lining gets loose on the inside if it's not slightly smaller. If you sew it exactly the same size, then it becomes loose and you get wrinkles inside your lining, and you don't want that. So we're gonna turn this. I start by kind of turning the bag itself into the lining first. It seems to go easier that way, and then pull it out of the hole. See? And I'm ripping a nail as I go.
There you go. Cut it with scissors. Get her done. Something I would do right there.
Well, I don't want it to rip 10 times more. So. And now,
Get her done.
since it's all on the lining side, I'm just going to pull it through. The cotton bags are so much easier to do than the vinyl one was, that's for sure. And I always made sure that I backstitch at my opening so that it doesn't tear on its way.
We understood what you meant, Suburban. Don't worry.
Alright.
Or autocorrect screwed the word up.
So now I'm going to push out my boxed corners. Make sure everything is stitched nicely. I didn't get no folds or puckers before I do anything, because I did on one bag accidentally, and I literally was so mad at myself from that happening. But it sold anyway. I just want to make sure, and then I'm going to come up underneath right here and push the zipper tab out with my finger. Should come out all the way. Come to the other side and push the other one out. I have to do another one of these bags also with a crossbody strap, but no handles. Instead, it's only a crossbody strap.
You have somebody that wants you to make that?
Huh?
You have somebody that wants you to make that?
Not this, just an only crossbody strap.
No,
on
that
it.
one. I thought you said that's a customer one.
Yeah, this one's a customer one. I
Yeah.
have to do another one that's only the crossbody.
So you have a customer that wants that. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Okay. That one's already sold.
This one's already sold, yes.
Awesome.
All right, that's all pushed out. This is now all pushed in. So, remember I cut out that piece of the front where the foam was. So when I opened this zipper, what side is it on? It's right here.
Suburban says
It
it's
goes
really pretty.
in nicely, right, because of the foam, but it does not hang on the inside of the bag itself. So on that same side is a slip pocket instead. The opposite side, which is always the further side of the front zipper, is the interior zipper. And I'll show you everything in a second. I'm just making sure all the zippers are on the correct side. So zipper's on one side, the zipper's on the correct side, and guess what? This zipper is also on the correct side. So I actually did one where they're all correct this time. So they all come out from that side like I wanted. And then the back has the slip pocket with a metal snap, so it just goes on. All right, everything's sitting flush in here. I'm just going to go ahead and top stitch this closed. I'm going to press it first so that it's nice and flat, and then the bag will be done, and I'll show you up close what it looks like.
Well, it's really pretty. I agree with Suburban.
It has all those extra things that normally I wouldn't put, you know. I mean, who puts rivets on cotton? Usually it's on leather and vinyl.
Well, that's okay. That's the way they wanted it, right?
No, that was my own choice to add all of that.
Oh, I thought that was the
Where I
person
ripped
buying
those
it.
stitches out, they're sticking out, so I gotta snip them away.
I thought that was the person buying it that decided that.
Nope. They decided all the bells and whistles, but I guess that includes rivets now. Alright, so I'm gonna stitch this closed. I always stitch from one side to the other. Like I said, some people leave that zipper or that zipper pocket that's in here open so that they don't have this seam. They'll pull the piece through and close it, and I could have done that for an even more professional look, but I don't have a problem with top stitch because I top stitch from one side to the other, not just the opening.
Diane says you do excellent work.
Alright, so I'm going to trim away that. We're going to put this back in the bag. It's all nice and flush. Everything's perfect. And then to get that seam to stay down, I stick the iron in the bag. See that? I just stick it in there. Push that seam down to one side. It stays pretty good. Alright. So here's my disaster. Let's hook this on because that was the last item to do. So this comes out right here. And this, I kind of made it stick out a little too far. I probably should have made it go in, but that's okay. So be it. It's perfectly fine. So there is the crossbody. Yeah, I should have went in more, but that's okay. I'm not taking it apart. There's no way I'm doing that. This is on there. One can hook on one side, one can sit on the other. I can care less. Let me come up to the camera so you can see. So it's got crossbody strap. So it needs to focus. And or this crossbody strap can come off. And
See, you called it Jim. Jim says we don't make mistakes. We make unique.
there's the front now.
Right,
Don't
Tiff?
those rivets make it look so clean?
Tiff, did you hear what Jim said?
Yep.
I like that.
And sorry it's wrinkly because I pulled it through and those will go away soon. I'll steam it. So we'll open the front pocket. It has a front zipper pocket.
Delilah says it looks great.
Can you even see? It's got the lining fabric in the front zipper pocket. Then the back has a slip pocket with the magnetic snap. So you can see the magnetic snap. And then it is the flush zipper, so it looks kind of weird for you guys, I know, because it's a flush mounted zipper. I'm gonna open that up. Inside, on the back side, you'll find the zipper pocket. Again, plenty of space in it. All the zipper colors are the same, so they all match. So inside
says,
zipper.
"That's beautiful." Mary Jane says so.
Then the
nice.
other side has my tag and then a regular slip pocket and a pen pocket on the side.
I like your little tags too.
So there's that. Let me give it a little steam while it's on.
You got a pen pocket in there?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I put pen pockets in all these bags. There we go. And there we have it. I had to steam that so it looked better. There. So the handles hang further than my normal bags, but that's because this bag is, you could use the crossbody and or not, which sits like that. And I have to go through and de-thread this thing. But there we have it. Okay.
Emily says, "Woohoo, beautiful."
So I know for next time though, I'm going to make sure that these straps that come out for the crossbody part come in quite a bit more.
Diane says you should put your tag on the outside.
Yeah, I don't have the whatever. I should have. I want better tags. I want them to say my full name. Not my full name, but something different.
I like the ones you have. With the
And
little purple
here's
butterfly.
my waist pieces.
Heather
Besides
Grits
those
says
little
lovely.
ones. That's it. I'll clean up that part later.
Great. Heather says lovely.
So there it is. So, and again, these bags, this part can go up on your arm too. You don't actually have to have a crossbody. And the crossbody strap can come off and get folded and put in the front pocket or wherever you want it, you know what I mean? But I make them to where the straps can still be used. And there's a lot of people that, I hold my purse like this, especially when we're shopping, on my arm. So
Emily said, "Woohoo, beautiful." And Lisa says, "Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous."
So there is a quilt bag. None of the quilting things match up. That's purposely like that. And the background looks great with it. So there we have it. I'm done. Look at that.
Well, don't worry, guys. We have plenty of.
Took 2 videos
still
and
made.
however many hours to do this bag.
We still
But
have.
it's done.
We have 8 bags left that didn't sell. We're gonna do a thing before Christmas, right? With quilts and bags, and
Yeah.
show everyone if anybody wants to buy something for Christmas.
All right. So there we have it. I'm done for the day. I'm going to go eat and watch a movie. You guys got to hang out with me for quite a while today. For those that hung around and stayed through both videos, I thank you for that.
Yes,
Thumbs up
thank
to
you for
you.
staying with her.
And what else? Don't forget to give me a thumbs up so that YouTube can put me in the algorithm and other people will see these videos. I'm going to try to combine the videos. If not, I'll name the first one part 1 and this one with the same title part 2, because unfortunately I couldn't control whatever happened to the internet today. Other than that, don't forget to subscribe down that way. For those new people, hit that bell, get notifications when I'm live, which I'm going to try to do more than on Sundays. I'm trying.
I'm actually
project.
telling her. I'm trying to get her to. So.
And that's it. Today's project's done. Thank you guys for watching. Mwah! Big, big kisses. Big, big hugs to you all. And I'll see you next time. Bye.
Dan says get some rest. I'll hang out later. Suburban says great job.
I'm a bobblehead now.